Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at the next four sounds, or three sounds, but four graphemes that we practiced couple weeks ago. First one is O for the letter O, represented by the orange. Our next sound is G for girl, represented by the letter G, G. Our next sound is represented by two graphemes, K. K can be represented by the letter C, but K can also be represented by the letter K. I'm going to go into that a little bit more again on the next page. Now, you might remember from a few weeks ago that when we have our five vowels, so A, which you've already learnt, I, O, and the other two that we haven't done just yet, U and E. Now, when we have these five vowels and we hear a K closest to it, so closest to one of these vowels, that would these letters here, or the vowels, would tell us when we need to use a C and when we need to use a K. As A, I, and U, A, O, and U should only be used generally with a C. So, for example, if the word is cut, hear the cut sound, t. Here's my short vowel, so I need to use the C for the cut. Let's say the next word is cop. So I can already hear that I've got a cut here, but I'm going to figure out what short vowel is closest to it. Op. So because I have a letter O, that means I need to use C. Let's say the word is cat. Again, I do hear that cut. I hear the short vowel at. So, again, because it is an A, I need to use C, not a K. Let's say the word is kitten. Again, I hear that cut at the beginning, but the next couple sounds that I hear are it, t, n. Now, if the sound or the vowel sound is it or et, that means I need to use the K, because that's one closest to it. Let's say my next word or name is Kev. Again, I hear the k, et, v. Now, because the et is closest to this k, that means I need to use a K. So that's the difference there when we need to use our K and our C. It depends on what vowel is closest to. Now, when we blend, remember, we want to push these first two sounds together and add our final sound. So, top, 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 top. Got, got, got. Gig, 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 gig. So remember, push the first two sounds together and then add that final sound at the end. Segmenting we use to help us spell words as accurately as we can, just so we know what words it is that we're working with. Blend the sounds together. Gap, 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 gap. Use the text tool to help you write out the sounds. So there are three sounds in gap. G, p. And then segment showing the individual sounds. So g, p. And then build with our sound bubbles. G for girl, A for apple, and P for pig. And then our final activity is manipulating, which we already know, using words to help us spell unfamiliar words when we change one or two of those sounds around. Now remember, the main important takeaway from this is when you do hear a k, think about what the closest vowel is next to that k. And that's going to tell you if you need to use a C or if you need to use a K.